Welcome Abington and East Bridgewater sports fans. We are here in East Bridgewater today down on Strong Field. Today is Abington's third game of the season. First game at Scituate, they defeated the town of Scituate 15-6. Second game, it was a tight game, a 3-2 loss to Cohasset. Bill Davis on camera and Mike. We have for lineup today Dwyer, Littman, and Walsh starting off the beginning of the first. Here's the first pitch of the game. That one's low for a ball. So Abington's score, the record for the season is 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. Count is even at 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2. Here's a good friend of mine, a neighbor, Steve Hill. Hey, guy. Steve's a East Bridgewater native, now living in Abington. That one's in there for a ball. Count is now even at 2-2. There's a swing and a miss. So there's the first out of the first inning. Now we have coming to the plate is Nate Littman. So one up, the pitch. That one's low for a ball. That one's right in there. That looked good from up here. Counts even at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2. That one look good from here. Counts even at 2-2. We have a fairly strong wind coming across the field here from right to left. That one's hit into the gap of right field, and he's in for the first hit of the game. That's a nice drive by Nate. Now coming to the plate is Mike Walsh. Littman's taking a small lead off for first. Pitcher's checking him out. There's the pitch. Pitch is high. Ball one. Pitcher made a throw down the first. Nate made it back just in time. Let's see how far off he goes this time. It's a pitch. Catcher throws it down the first, and he's back in plenty of time. That one's up high for a ball. Counts 2-1. That one's in the dirt. Count is now 3-1. The pitch, that one's foul way back out of play. That one's hit down to first base. He stops it. Lippman makes it to second base okay. That was a nice line drive. But he made it right to the glove of the first baseman. That will be 2 down. Man on second. Tyler Paraxo's coming up to the plate. Here's the pitch, called strike. Pitcher's keeping a close eye on Lippman. Pitch is up high for a ball. Lippman now taking the lead off a second. Nobody covering. Swing and a miss. Tyler steps out of the box, calls time. Lippman's got a lead off a second. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Catcher drops the ball. That will be it for Abington. Middle of the first. Abington 0. East Bridgewater coming back. We will be back in a minute. Welcome back, sports fans. We are now at the bottom of the first. And coming to the plate for East Bridgewater is number 12, O'Brien. Well, as you can see over in the next shot over there, we still have quite a strong breeze coming across the field. Mike Walsh, pitcher for Abington. That first one's in there for a ball. That one's in there for a strike. Counts even at 1-1. That one's in there for a called strike. Count is now 1-2. That one's popped over the first base inside, reaches over the fence. Tyler Paraxis picks that one off. First one down for East Bridgewater. That wasn't an easy catch. Got a strong wind over here. Now at the plate is Pierce. Number 1, I'll write his number down. That one's outside, inside for a ball. One's high. Count is 2-0. Count is 3-0. We'll see if the coach gives him a green light. That one's in there for a strike. Count is now 3-1. That one's hit down to the third baseman. The throw to first, and it's on time. Nice hustle. Nice play by the third baseman. It's 2 down for Bridgewater. Okay, number 5, the pitcher, DeAndre. Is that the plate? It's the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That one's up. Okay, count is 1-1. Nate's coming to the mound and talk to the pitcher. Count is now 2-1. That was up there. Count is now 3-1. Ball 4. Runner takes his base. Man on first. Pitcher getting himself a jacket, keeping his arm warm. DeAndre's first play from East Bridgewater to get on base, and we have Goldberg up at the plate. Pitch is thrown over to first. Pitch is in there for a strike. That one was fouled off. Run had a good jump. Gotta call time. There you go. That one is also fouled off. The pitch. That was fouled off. There you go. That one's hit down to shortstop. It was dropped, so we will give an error. So with two down, runners on first and second. At the plate is number 13, Palashik. That one's up high for a ball. That one's low for a ball. That one's in there for a strike. That one's a ball. Counter is now 3-1. Abington calls timeout. Catcher goes out to converse with his pitcher. Time is now in. Swing and a miss. Count is full. Strike three. Runners were going. Bottom of the first. No score. We will be back in a minute. Welcome back, fans. We are now at the top of the second. Pat Dwyer coming to the plate. There's a pitch, a swing and a miss. Pitch is up high for a ball. Count is even at 1-1. The wind seems to have subsided somewhat. That one's popped up to the right field line, out of play. Count is now at 1-2. That one's in there for a strike. One down. Now coming to the plate for Abington is Brandon Colley. There's a swing and a miss. That one's in there for a ball. Count is 1-1. That one's in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. That one's up high. Count is now 3-1. That one's in there for a strike, called strike. Count is now full. That one's in the dirt. Ball four. Brennan Colley takes a base on balls. One down, man on first. Now coming to the plate is Jack Malafronte. That one, get by the catcher. Colley takes second easily. Catcher running the ball out to the pitcher. That ball just flipped up the glove of the catcher for East Bridgewater. Coach is out there having a little conference. Umpire is coming out to the mound to break it up. Steve, don't make fun of me. Don't laugh at me. Okay, roll one down, man on second. That one's in the dirt. Catcher loses it, but finds it in time. Runner doesn't proceed. That one's low for a ball. I believe the count is 3-0. That one's in there for a called strike. That one's up high. Ball 4. So Jack Malafronte takes base on balls. We now have runners on first and second. One down. TJ Antonetti at the plate. There's a swing and a miss. Carley hit out to center field. Catch, runners come back. Nice try by Antonetti. Now, Justin Weston at the plate. That one's fouled back out of play. Pitcher throws back to the second baseman. Brendan Carley gets back to him plenty of time. That one's outside. This pitcher's not afraid to throw to the bases. That one's in the dirt. Count is 2-1. That was hit just past the third base line. That one's up high. Count is now full. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Full count. That was fouled back. Count is still full. That one is ball 4. So Justin Wesson gets base on balls. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Starting the top of the order with Brian Dwyer. That one there was fouled out of play. We're good. That one's in there for a called strike. Count is 2-0. That one's in there for a ball. Count is now 2-1. That one's hit through the gap. Sorry, I missed the play. Trying to look at the runners going down there. But the second baseman was able to throw to the shortstop at second. Holding up Abington. So heading into the bottom of the second. Abington 0, East Bridgewater 0. We will be right back. Welcome back, sports fans. We are now entering the bottom of the second. Score is still 0-0. East Bridgewater did a good job holding up Abington on that. We have now lined up for Bridgewater is Palashek. Sorry, this is Sullivan. That was in the dirt for a ball. That was up for a ball. Ball 4. Sullivan takes base on balls. at the plate is number 6, the Benedicts. One is holding up at first. That one's in there for a ball. That one's in there for a called strike. That one's low for a ball. Count is 3-1. That one's fouled off down the first base line. That one hit down to... Ooh. So Brandon Colley was able to stop the ball, tag second, throw to first. So it was a wild pitch down to first. Nate Littman backed up the throw, threw it back down to second base. So was able to throw out the runner after the runner overslid the bag. So that'd be 2 down for East Bridgewater. Now at the plate is number 3, Benson. That one's in there for a strike. That one's low for a ball. That one hit down, the gap down in between first and second. Runner makes it to first, plenty of time. With 2 down, we have a man at first. Batting 9th for East Bridgewater is Forrest. There's a pitch up high for a ball. Not much of a lead off of first. Runner is going. That one is popped up to Brandon Colley. Picks it off, and that will end the second inning. End of the second. Score is still at 0-0. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. We are now starting off at the top of the third. First three batters for Abington is Nate Littman, Mike Walsh, and Tyler Scoreless. At the plate right now is Nate Littman. Nate did a great job at backing up first base for the wild throw down there. That one's in there for a strike. Doing exactly what his job is supposed to be. Backing up the first baseman, getting the wild throw, throwing it back to second to get the runner out. That one's in there for a strike. That one's outside for a ball. That one's hit into the gap in center field. Runner goes to first, holds up. So that's going to give Nate a couple of singles for today. Now at the plate is Mike Walsh. That one's up high. One ball. That one's foul back out. Has a lead off of first. Swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2. There's a foul tip into the glove. Strike three. One down for Abington. Tyler Scoreless now coming up to the plate. That pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 0-1. That one's popped up down the right side of the field. First baseman in there. First baseman picks it off. Two down, man on first. That one's in there for a called strike. Outside ball. Batter held up. That one's up high. Count is 3-1. One is going. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. At the middle of the third, Abington 0. East Bridgewater 0. We will be right back. Welcome back, sports fans. Steve, don't you laugh at me. I'm sorry. We're starting off with the top of the order for East Bridgewater. O'Brien, number 12. That one's in there for a ball. O'Brien had flied out to the first baseman in the first inning. That one's hit deep into left field. That one's gone. Home run for number 12, O'Brien. That will put East Bridgewater up in the bottom of the third. Oh, you could tell from the second that he hit that ball there, it was gone. Nice hit. That's a pretty high fence out there, too. With no outs, we now have Pierce, number 1, up at the plate. That one there is fouled off. Oh, there's 1-1. That one's hit down to shortstop. Throw to first. In time. One down. Now coming to the plate for East Bridgewater is number 5, DeAndre. Here's the pitch. That one's outside for a ball. That one's up high for a ball. That one's up high. Ball 3. That one's in there for a call strike. Count is now 3-1. That one's up high, ball 4. One that takes base on balls. Coach is calling a timeout for Abington. DeAndre is the pitcher for East Bridgewater. DeAndre is going to go in. Get himself a jacket. No, I guess not. That one's in there for a call strike. That one's fouled off. Number 5, DeAndre, took a stab at second. Runners going. Makes it there in plenty of time. That one's hit into center field. Runner tags up. Nope. Goes back. Runner holds up there. That was Goldberg that was at the plate. Center fielder was able to zero in on it and pick it off. Holds the runner at second. We now have number 13, Palashak, at the plate. 2 down, runner at second. That one's up high for a ball. That one's in there for a called strike. Count is even at 1-1. Up high for a ball. Count is now 2-1. Count is now 3-1. That one's in there for a called strike. Count is full. That one's up high. Ball 4. Runner steals third base. Shack gets himself a base on balls. 2 down, runners at first and third. Shack taking the lead off at first. Doesn't go. That one's in there for a strike. That one's in there for a strike. Count is 0-2. That one is up high. Count is now 1-2. Runner's going. That one's fouled off. Runner will have to come back. What happened? Car get hit? Car happened to be going by, just got missed. You always see the crowd get a little excited about a car getting hit. Oh, that one's hit into center field. For the third out of the inning. At the end of the third inning, with a home run by O'Brien, East Bridgewater now leads 1-0. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. We are now into the top of the fourth. Brandon Cawley at the plate. First pitch was a strike. That one's a ball. Count is even at 1-1. That one's up high. Count is now 2-1. Brandon got a base on balls in the second inning. That one's in there for a strike. Count is now even at 2-2. That one's on the outside. Count is now full. That one a swing and a miss. 1 down. Jack Malafonte coming to the plate. That one's up high for a ball. Jack also got base on balls in the second. There's a swing and a miss. Counted even at 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2. That one's outside. Count is now 2-2. Count is full. It's a foul tip into the glove of the catcher. Strike 3. 2 down for Abington. TJ Antonetti now at the plate. Pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 1-1. That one's popped up. The third baseman running in for it. Oh, pitcher attempted to get it. That one's hit into left field. Left fielder was able to pick it up. Almost lost his balance. At the middle of the fourth inning, East Bridgewater 1, Abington 0. Don't you laugh at me. We'll be right back. Welcome back, fans. We are now at the bottom of the fourth. At bat for East Bridgewater is number 6. The Benedicts. There's a hit down to center field. The Benedicts make it there in plenty of time. Now batting for East Bridgewater is Benson. There's the pitch in there for a strike. Outside, count is 1-1. There's a hit to Brandon Colley. Holds onto the ball. So East Bridgewater now has 2 runners on, no outs. Number 7, Forrest, coming to the plate. Forrest had flied up, bunt. Pitcher throws to first to get the runner out. Man advanced to second and third. 1 down. Top of the order, O'Brien. O'Brien hit a home run last inning. That one's foul back. That one's fouled off. Count is 0-2. Outside for a ball. Count is 1-2. That one's swung, fouled off. Count is still 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Count is even off at 2-2. That one's hit. Oh! Wow, there was a calamity of errors. Third baseman tried to tag out the runner at third going home. Missed him. Runner was able to score. Two runners scored, correct? So 2 runners were able to score on that play. O'Brien, the hero of today's game so far, advances to second. That one's hit into left field. Runner comes around the home. So Pierce was able to hit it out into left field, get himself a single on that, scoring another run. East Bridgewater now holds the lead 4-0. We have a timeout at the mound. Still no outs. Runner on first. That one's hit out into center field. No, left field. Left fielder has it. Runner comes back. First out of the inning. That batter was DeAndre. Number 8, Goldberg, now at the plate. Warner was a good lead off of first, not going. There's your hit. Just foul. That one's up high for a ball. Count is 1-1. There we go. That one's popped up. Catcher calling it. Or pitcher calls it. Pitcher gets it. That will end the inning. I'm missing out somewhere. Well, at the end of the fourth, East Bridgewater 4, Abington 0. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. We are now starting the top of the fifth. Number 55, Weston at the plate. Justin had gotten a base on balls in the second. That one's in there for a strike. That one on the inside. Another ball. Count is 2-1. Count is now 3-1. That one's hit down to the shortstop. Throw to first. Throw to the outside. The first baseman did a great job holding on to that ball, keeping his foot on the bag. One down. Now at the top of the order, we have Brian Dwyer, number 10. There's a hit into center field. Center field was able to chase it down. Out number 2. That was a nice hit. Now at the plate for Abington is Nate Littman. That one's in there for a strike. That one's hit into left field. So Nate's in there for a single. Nate is 3 for 3 for the day. Mike Walsh coming to the plate. That one's fly to the third baseman. Third out. Middle of the fifth. East Bridgewater 4, Abington 0. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. Now replacing Mike Walsh as pitcher is Tim O'Connor, number 20. At the plate for East Bridgewater is Palashak. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Palashak at base on balls in the third. That one's in there for another called strike. Count is 0-2. That one there was fouled off down the first base line there. Count is still 0-2. That was in there, called strike. One down. Number 10, Sullivan, now at the plate. That one's in there for a call strike. That one in for a called strike. Count of 0 and 2. That one was low for a ball. Count is 1 and 2. That one's hit out into center field. Center fielder tracks it down. Runner holds up at first. Number 6, the Benedicts, is now at the plate. One down, runner on first. That one's in there for a called strike. Pitcher backs off. That one's in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. Runner goes to second. Holds up. One down with a runner on second. That one there was fouled off. Into the stands. No souvenir for me. Catcher calls time. Goes out to talk to his pitcher. That one's in the dirt. No advance by the second runner. Second base runner. That one's hit out into center field. Center field tracks it down. Runner does not advance. It'll be 2 down for East Bridgewater. Number 3, Benson, now coming to the plate. Benson has himself a couple of singles. On the inside, called strike. Batter didn't like that call. That one's on the outside. Count is even at 1-1. That one hit fouled off. Count is at 1-2. That one there was fouled off. Count is still at 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. That's the third out of the inning. At the end of the fifth, East Bridgewater 5, Abington 0. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. We are now starting off the top of the sixth. Lineup for Abington is Paraxlis, Dwyer, and Colley. Tyler Paraxlis now at the plate. That one's up way high. 1-0. That one there was fouled up over the left field side, out of play. Count is 1-1. That one's low. Count is 2-1. That one's hit into deep left field. It's gone. Tyler Paraxlis gets himself a home run. That will put Abington on the scoreboard now. East Bridgewater 4, Abington 1. Just what Abington needed was a nice spark like that. Now Pat Dwyer, we come up to the plate. Coach comes in for a conference with his pitcher. We have a new pitcher coming in now. Don't have his name. Oh, okay. This is Forrest, number 7. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. After a pitch and trade, DeAndre pitching 5 full innings. We now have Forrest pitching for East Bridgewater. We have number 7, Pat Dwyer, now at the plate. That one's in there for a ball. Wind's picking up. You can see the dust clouds in the background. That one hit by pitch. Dwyer takes a base. No outs. Runner on first. Number 14, Brandon Colley, now at the plate. That one's up high for a ball. That one's a called strike. Count as 1-1. Pitcher throws the first. Dwyer back in plenty of time. Now it's outside for a ball. Count is 2-1. That was low. 3-1. That one's in the dirt. Ball 4. Runners at first and second, no outs. Jack Malafronte now at the plate. That one's in there for a clean strike. Jack had gotten base on balls in the second. Swing and a miss. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Now coming to the plate is number 12, TJ Antonetti. That one's in there for a call strike. That's a ball, counts even at 1-1. There's a deep hit into center field. He chases it down. That was a nice hit by TJ. Nice rundown by number 5. Get out there quickly. DeAndre. 2 down. Runners on first and second. Justin Weston at... Nope, that's not Justin Weston. Yes, it is. Justin Weston at the plate. And he got him. Pitcher threw him out. Leading off at second base. Good job by the pitcher. Middle of the 6th. East Bridgewater 4, Abington 1. We will be right back. Welcome back, sports fans. We are at the bottom of the 6th. Starting off for East Bridgewater is number 7 Forest, 12 O'Brien, and number 1 Pierce. Forrest did a good job throwing out the runner at second base. That one's in there for a called strike. That one's in the dirt. Count as 1-1. There's a hit into center field. Run, Forrest, run. So Forrest gets himself a single. Helping to his cause. Now at the plate is number 12, O'Brien. He's the player who hit himself a home run in the 3rd inning. Here's a hit out to left field. It's in there. Runners advance it to 3rd. Runners advance it to 2nd and 3rd. O'Brien gets himself a double out of that. No outs. Pierce now coming to the plate. That one's in there for a ball. Pierce has gotten himself a single in the 4th. There's a hit to shortstop. Carley tries to attempt to make a play at 3rd when it gets back in time. Batter reaches first base safely. No outs. Bases loaded. Now number 5, DeAndre at the plate. That one's in there for a call strike. That one's in there for a call strike. Umpire calls time. Time is in. There's a hit to second baseman. Throw is wild to home plate. 2 runners score for East Bridgewater, making it 6-1. Coach calls time, has a conference out at the mound. With no outs, runners on second and third. Number 8, Goldberg at the plate. That one's in there for a call strike. There's a hit, out of play. Unable to make a play on that one. That one's low for a ball. That one's up high for a ball. That one's hit into left field. Another runner scores. Still no outs. Runners at first and third. East Bridgewater now at 7. That one's low. You have number 13 at the plate, Palashak. There's a hit through the gap down first. One is advanced to first and third. Another one scores for East Bridgewater, now making it 8-1. Still no outs. Time is out. Tyler having a conference with his pitcher. Number 10 at the plate, Sullivan. That one's in the dirt for a ball. There's a swing and a miss. Throw is down to second. The throw is down there. Runner from third scores. Now making it 9-1. Runner at second. No outs. one's in there for a strike. There's a hit, fouled off. That one's fouled back. Lippman able to chase that one down and pick it off. One down. With this win and everything, he did a really good job chasing that thing down. We now have number 6, the Benedicts, now coming to the plate. We now have a new pitcher, number 17, Gately. We will take a quick break and be right back. Welcome back, fans. Coming in for O'Connor is Gately. That one's in there for a called strike. Again at the plate is Benedicts. That one's in the dirt. Lippman able to keep it in front of him. That one's up high for a ball. That one's in the dirt for a ball. Count is 3-1. Batter takes a base on balls. Runners on first and second, one out. That one's in there for a ball. There's a swing and a miss. We have number 3, Benson, at the plate. There's a hit down through third base. Runner holds up at third. Base is loaded. One down. At the plate now, starting off at the beginning of this inning is number 7, Forrest. That one's in there for a called strike. That was a called strike. Count is 0-2. That one's in the dirt. Littman keeps it in front of him. Count is 1-2. There's a hit down to the third baseman. Throws it home, gets him out at home. Saves a run. Smart play by the third baseman. We have number 12, O'Brien, at the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. That was up high, ball. That one is also up high for a ball. Count is 2-0. Three and 0. That one's in there for a strike. Count is 3-1. There's a swing and a miss. Count is full. Batter takes base on balls. Another one scores for East Bridgewater. I have the score at 10-1. We have number 1 at the plate, Pierce. That one's in there for a ball. Pierce has got himself a pair of singles today. There's a hit out into center field, left field. Left fielder has it. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. At the end of the 6th inning, Abington 1, East Bridgewater 10. We will be right back. Welcome back, fans. We are now starting the top of the 7th. Number 7, Forrest, finishing out for East Bridgewater. We have number 55, Justin Weston, at the plate. That one's up high for a ball. There's a hit to the shortstop. Gets through the shortstop, and Justin makes it to first. We are now at the top of the order with number 10, Brian Dwyer. There's a pitch right in there, strike one. Pitcher throws to first. One gets back in plenty of time. There's a hit in the shallow right. Gets in there for a hit. We now have runners at first and second, no outs. Well placed hit. Now at the plate is Nate Littman. Pitch is low for a ball. Nate has himself 3 singles for today, 3 for 3. There's a hit. Runner's going home. Got him out. Nice throw by the right fielder. It's number 12, O'Brien. O'Brien's had quite a good game today. That one's low for a ball. That one's in there for a ball. This is number 32, Whalen at the plate. There's a hit out into center field. Picks it off. Runner tags up. Goes home. Able to score. That will put Abington on the scoreboard with 2 runs now. Two down. Runner at first. Tyler Paraxis at the plate. Tyler had gotten himself a home run in the 6th inning. That one's low. That one's in there for a called strike. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will end the game. Well, at the end of the game, East Bridgewater 10, Abington 2. Next game will be Tuesday, April 10th, Abington's home opener. This is Bill Davis on camera and Mike. Good day.